Hello, it's me again. It's Tammy from We Are Crafted in His Image, and this is project number 4 in our first Coco and Crafts class. This is our last project to do. There actually is very little stamping in this one. We will use early espresso. We may or may not use cinnamon cider, depending on what your favorite flavor of chocolate is. So, you will need your stamp set and adhesive, and that's it. No scissors this time, no extra little doodads. So let's get started. I'm going to move this over here. Hopefully when I get to stamping, I'm going to remember to pull a different piece of paper up to not get this one all dirty, so it'll be easier for you to see again. So let me see. Let's open up our early espresso. And there's actually only 2 stamps that we need for this entire project. We're going to need the inside to the chocolates and the outside of the chocolates. So I'm going to go ahead and get those out. And again, all of your little pieces are inside here, but this time we have no little dots to worry about. But there are a lot of words in there. So I'm going to set that aside. Oh wait, no, I need the 2 chocolate silhouettes that are in there. There is one, and here is another one, and there we go. I think that's all I need for stamping. So block. We need block number 1, block number 2. We will not stamp on this. We will stamp on, no, we won't even stamp on that. We're just stamping on this background and on the envelopes. So on this one, again, I have all this stuff in here, and I want to stamp in that corner, so I'm going to move everything out of the way. I don't want to take it all out because I don't want to lose it, but I'm just going to move it down so it's out of my way. If you have, what I should have is a little bowl or a little cup to put all my extra pieces in while I'm working. I'll have to remember that for next time. But I want to stamp right here, and I don't want all those little pieces in there to mess it up. So, why do I have so many? Oh! That's right, inside and outside. It's very difficult to write on a very dark colored. So there are 4 pieces because you can put one on the inside and one on the outside. And right now we're going to start by stamping the outside. Oh, I'm so confused. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get our outside stamped first. And we don't need that stamp yet. We just need this one, the outline. And we're going to do, oh, I almost did it. I'm going to pull over my piece of paper from last week's, because this one I'm going to stamp off the edges, and that way I can get that out of the way later and you won't have to try and see things through all of that. What we're going to do again is make pattern paper, just like we did actually on 2 of our projects, I believe. And I'm just going to stamp my chocolates randomly. You don't even have to do the middle because it's not going to be seen. It's going to be completely covered. But you do want like different chocolates to show on the edge. So kind of move that about so that you get a different little chocolate showing up. The one on the bottom and top, you can change the height a little. Put that one off part way. And there. Because if you grab this, you'll see that that middle section is going to be totally hidden. So that's all you need. Now let's do this one. And we're going to do the same thing. Just stamp all around. I like chocolate. Now, what I was talking about with the different colors, if you happen to be like my husband, and dark chocolate is your thing, then you will not need the cinnamon cider. We're just going to use early espresso, and we will just use the stamping off technique and make it a lighter shade, but it'll still be dark chocolate. Oh, let me go ahead and, I still need this. I'm going to move this. I don't need this paper because I don't believe I'm stamping off the edge anymore. Nope. I do want both of my envelopes. Let's stamp. Oh, and I just messed up my background paper. Okay, it's all good. It's all good, right? It's not too bright, too dark. I was afraid last time it was just getting very distracting with all that stuff in the background. So there's that, and now we need to stamp on our 2 outlines. And thankfully these are a slightly different color than my background, so it makes it a little easier to see the outline when I stamp. See the edge of the paper. Yay! I love it when it centers so nicely. There we go. And then on your second two rectangle pieces of cardstock, you're going to want to also put a little bit of chocolate. This just kind of adds a little extra surprise when they open the card. And put a stamp of the chocolate in the bottom right corner. There we go. All right, I'm going to clean my stamp because I am done with the outline. And now I want the centers. Now, I'm going to do one card as dark chocolate and I will do the other card as light chocolate. So you'll see what they look like. And again, we're going to stamp off. Ha ha ha, grab this. Stamp off on here. And stamp. This is the inside of my card. And then I'm going to do that with one of my outlines. And then one of my envelopes as well. There we go. Clean off my stamp. And now we'll do milk chocolate. And for that, we're going to use the cinnamon cider. But we're going to do the same technique. We're still going to stamp off, so it's a little bit lighter. Oh, actually, no. I think I did a straight stamp with that one. Yeah, straight stamp with that one. So, let's do our envelope. And then what was the other thing we need to stamp? Oh, the outline. The outline is hiding. There we go. Get some ink. And there you go. Now you have a card for either type of chocolate lover, except for maybe, you know, white chocolate. Then that would, yeah, we'll have to do something different for that. But I'm going to close this up because we are done with our stamping. And now we're going to start adhering. So let's move that out of the way. Grab, we don't need the envelope yet. Come here. Sorry, I'm losing my silhouette. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the middle, or to the inside. So I'm going to grab my card bases, get them folded, and as you can see, I like to line up the corner before I press down on this to make sure it's going to line up properly. And one more. Okay, so here's our card bases, here's our card insides. Let's get some adhesive. Get my adhesive up to the edge. Sometimes when you're doing it, when it snaps back a bit, and then there's no adhesive right here, and then it doesn't want to grab your paper and roll. It's just running on, you know, plastic there. So you just have to kind of rotate it to get the adhesive to this spot so that it will catch and grab. Whoops, a little bit at that end. There we go. Yeah, see, I knew that did that. And when I pulled, I heard the snap, and you see the adhesive is way back there. So all you have to do then is just roll it so that now that adhesive is right here and easy to work. And there's a lot of different brands that do the same thing. So it's not just this Stampin' Up! One that does that. There's quite a few. So, okay. Now, you know me. I've mentioned this before. I'm an upside down. I hold it in my right. I like to line it up with my left. Make sure my 3 edges look even before I set this down. And this is going on the inside of the card. And yes, it's upside down. There we go. Turn that way. Do my dark chocolate one. Do the same thing. Put it over here. And I'm just eyeballing. See, I'm making sure it's not crooked. It's got even borders. Lay that down. And I'm just going to leave this upside down because I'm about to do the same thing with my front. Set that over here. Now this one, if I remember correctly, this one has a very, very thin border. Maybe, no, I guess it's the same as the inside, so it doesn't have a super thin border. We'll see. Okay, upside down for me. Now, if you like to do it the other way, you do it the other way. It's fine. It just, for me, this is definitely the easiest way to do it. Oh. And there we go. And my next one. Make sure I'm putting it on correctly. This is the front. And does that look straight? I hope so. There we go. All right. And also, if you want to make sure it has a really good adhesion, you need to kind of go over it and burnish it down. Okay, now we need the early espresso rectangles, and they are going to go in the middle. So we're going to get some adhesive on here. And this one I don't have to worry about doing upside down because it doesn't really, I'm not that close to the edge. There we go. I think that's straight. Yes. And this one. Does that look good? There we go. And now our fronts, which don't have any stamping on them. That's okay, they're not supposed to. Because everything going on here is already stamped or cut for you. Well, we stamped it earlier. Oh, come on. There we go. Get up here, get up here. There we go. And then get my borders, and down it goes. And the borders, down it goes. Okay. Oh, that one did not go straight. It looks like I cut it crooked, or the brown one has been cut crooked. Ooh, did it come up? Did it come up? It did. All right, let's check this. That one has a very, very skinny border for some reason. That's okay. Nobody knows it was supposed to have a thicker border, right? Except for me and you. So don't tell anybody. Oh, that's still going on crooked. All right, third time's the charm. Good thing I didn't burnish this down. All right. I may have to actually trim this a little. Why don't I do that? Oh, okay. Although I really hate doing this when I've already got adhesive on there. Let's see. I'm just going to trim off the slightest sliver of a hair. Woo! Yes! Alright, let's see if that works better. Oh, that looks better. That looks like it was, one of these two is crooked. I'm not sure which one. The bottom looks good. Top is not. I think it's this brown one. Oh well, it's good. It's on there. We're done. Okay, now we need to put our words on, and these are actually die cut. The die cut, it is one die cut, but it cuts the words out separately. Love you more than, and then you choose what you're loving somebody more than, I guess. What your favorite thing is. And today for us it's chocolate, of course. All right, get back in there. Oh, I'm losing it. Okay. So all of your words are in one of those envelopes. And this is where a little saucer would come in handy. And I believe all of your gold ones are separate, but if it didn't want to pull apart really easily, I left it because it actually, the gold will come off the backing easily. So this one I left as a whole, and so I'll just peel that off. But let's start with the love and put that at the top. So I'm going to start with both of my loves. Now a little tip that might make it easier Actually, no, this one's pretty simple. This one is pretty simple. We don't even have to use a ruler or anything. Let's just take our backing off. Eyeball that we're pretty much in the middle, in the center. But don't push down until you have it where you like it. Like, just gently set it there. Okay, whoops. Why isn't that even wanting to stick at all? Oh, ha ha ha. Okay. I don't want it to go downhill. Mine, for some reason, always want to go downhill. Okay, love, and I'm just going to put the whole saying on there before I push them down really well. So I make sure that they are where I want them to be in relationship to each other. Love you. And again, I'm just lightly touching down. I'm not pushing. Okay, now this one, I pulled the backing off. My centers didn't come out. So let's see if I can just push those out of there. There they are. Get out of the way. More. Come here, more. Get up there. There we go. Is that straight? And then than. Than. Love you more than. And then let me make sure my chocolate's going to fit on here okay. Good. Then I can go ahead and push these down. Those, whoops, don't move. Give them a good burnish. And now I'm going to do the chocolate on the bottom in the early espresso color. And this one was pieced. So one thing about the adhesive sheets that I like, you can just piece them in the back if you've got little scraps of it left over. But then you have to peel all the separate pieces of paper off. So, all right, this one I'm actually going to kind of eyeball, trying to center it, but it can be just slightly to the left because we're going to put the gold letter on like we did before in a couple of the other projects. And this is actually going to be the shadow. Oh, it's going downhill. Going down. See, I don't know why these always want to go downhill for me. I feel like I'm writing on a chalkboard. There we go. Does that look straight? Does it look straight to you? There. Yes. Okay, that one's on. Now we'll go ahead and put our gold on. I'm using this one here. Peel off the backing. And this one's a little easier because you got the brown as a guide. So go just slightly up and slightly to the right of your early espresso chocolate. And then burnish that down. Okay, this, I'll get that in a second. Let's go ahead and do our second one here. Oh. Love you more than chocolate. Sorry. We do tend to burst into song here at my house. Oh, blame it on my daughter. Blame it on too many Disney movies. All right, we're going downhill. Love you. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. Love you more than. Love you more than. All right, get that off of there. The U goes off to the side. The U is pretty easy. I don't know why it's easier than the others. Where's my more? More. There you are. You were upside down. I couldn't see you. White on white. Oh, all the centers came out that time. More. On this one, you want to make sure your E is equal distance from the edge as your Y is from the other edge, so that it's centered. More. The short words are definitely easier than the long words. Then, And you know, this set, I'm just going to show you, is very versatile. I saw a lady who put down, she liked tea better than coffee. So she was doing with the coffee, using the coffee cup. But she cut out the TE on here and the letter A and put the A behind it. And she had the word tea. So there's a lot of ways you can actually use this besides the words that are specifically already here. Does that make sense? Kind of cool that you could do that. Because I do like tea myself. I like tea and hot cocoa. Those are my things. Although I'm really bad about actually finishing a mug of either one. I don't know why. They just get cold long before I finish them, and then they end up not getting finished. So, ooh. Okay, chocolate. Let's see if I can, let me go ahead and use this as a guide so I don't get it too far down, but I don't want it too far up either. Does that look? Let me tack down. Don't go downhill. Yes, I'm talking to my projects. See, there we go. Chocolate. Go up, go up. Okay. Does that look good? I think it does. Let's put all this down. Push it all down. I think it's crooked. Oh, it always just seems to be the last letter or two. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this. No, not this one. I'll use this. Line up on the edge here. Okay, my card is lined up on this line. My envelope is lined up on this line, on this side, and this line here. So now I'm just going to use that as a guide on the word chocolate because it doesn't like me. I like chocolate. It doesn't like me, apparently. There we go. Now we are straighter. More straight? Straighter? How do you say that? Okay, now for the gold. The gold. See what I mean? It just comes off of there. The backing was stuck and I didn't want to bother pulling all of that off. So if yours is like that, it will just come right off pretty easily because it cut through the gold piece. It just didn't cut all the way through the adhesive sheet in the back. So let us put our gold word on. Have that little chocolate shadow behind it. Okay, now we just need a couple of dimensionals for the back of our chocolate pieces. And I'm going to probably use half ones like I normally do. I will put a half one on this side and a half one on this side so that it is supported all the way across. And put a half one here, and see the half ones are already on the edge. And half one there. There we go. Now I want to make sure this one's milk chocolate and this one's dark chocolate. So let's make sure I put the right chocolate on the right card. Or you can mix them up, I suppose. That's what I did on this one. It has milk chocolate on the outside and dark chocolate on the inside. There we go. Did I do that right? I did. And milk chocolate. There we go. We have our milk chocolate card. Let me move all this little pieces out of the way. Milk chocolate and dark chocolate. And really quick, I want to give you a peek of next month's projects. We have, and these kits actually have already been ordered. The deadline for ordering these have already been done. But just a peek of what we're going to make. We are going to make this. Let me move these out of the way. This is our stamp set with Night of Navy ink. And we're going to make this pretty card here with the sparkles. And we're going to learn how to do this cool squishing technique, I think we call it. the smoosh technique. We are going to make a shaker card. And this is our special, our chocolatey treat is a cocoa slider. So you can actually put a hot cocoa packet inside here. And this one was actually done by special request. I had one of my ladies request this design or this particular style of card. I don't even remember. I think it's a window card. I'm not even positive. But when you open it up, it has like a 3D little window on the inside. So those are our projects that we will start in just a week or two. I'm not sure of the exact date. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, hope to see you then. Join me for Coco and Crafts number 2 starting up soon. Okay, talk to you later. Until next time, God's love and blessings. Bye.